What's going on YouTube? So check it out. It's about 4:20 right now and I gotta stay down here, so I'll explain a little bit about Peri-Workout nutrition. Peri-Workout nutrition is, what you're having before, in between, and after your workouts. So basically just how you're gonna be fueling your performance and your recovery. Currently, I'm gonna explain what my regimen is and give you an idea of how to adjust it to fit you, especially for the cut. All right, so get my protein here. I'm gonna show you what else I'm gonna have, pear, and I'm gonna have these, I'm gonna have those chewy bars, right? So it's currently around 4:30, and I'm gonna be hitting the gym in about 1 hour. I'm hitting legs today, which by the way, I'm gonna record. If my face looks a little puffy and I look a little tired, it's because I just woke up. I'm not tired though. This kid's money right now. Anyway, for my workouts, obviously you want carbs. Now, if you're gonna be having your pre-workout meal 1 hour before, I recommend having, some fast digesting carbs like that pear. I'm gonna have some piece of fruit because the digestion's very fast. So those chewy bars, I find the digestion's pretty fast too. You gotta play around with foods that work for you. You know what I mean? And protein shake is what I'm gonna be having as my main source of protein. Okay, now this should be for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons is the protein powder, it digests very quickly as well. So I want something that digests quick. Now if you're having your pre-workout meals, usually, let's say 1.5 hours to 2 hours out, you're gonna want a little bit more fats in there to slow the digestion and slow the release of the carbs and the protein to fuel your workouts, okay? If you have something like I'm having now, a little too far before the workout, you're probably gonna find you're gonna be a little hungry and you're not gonna have as much energy as you could throughout your workout, especially on a leg day like today. However, you're not gonna want something even this heavy if you're eating 30 minutes before. If that's the case, this thing cracked. Anyway, if that's the case, then you definitely wanna just have like a piece of fruit and maybe just this, no chewy bars, but maybe just a piece of fruit and some water, and then focus more on your intra-workout nutrition, which I'm gonna talk about next. So I'm gonna see you in the gym next, and we'll talk about intra-workout nutrition, but that's what you want pre-workout, all right? All right, what's going on? What's going on, everyone? We're here, 5:21 a.m. Monday morning. It's leg day, I gotta be honest. My back's kind of tweaked right now. I got Timmick back there. That's him. He'll be coming out in a second now. So yeah, I tweaked my back, and honestly, I don't know how it's feeling, but I'm gonna try to get this leg day in, and I'm gonna record it for y'all. Hopefully, if this video doesn't go up, if this video's up, then you know it went fine. If not, you wouldn't be watching this video, right? So let's put it that way. We're just chilling in our cars right now. We should probably get out and get this started. Anyway, leg day. Can't really say much more. Let's get this shit. Here we go. I'm gonna be using these lifting shoes. If you guys want a review on lifting shoes, just let me know in the comments below and I'll make one. So I'm gonna try 275. Obviously I'm keeping this form nice and slow and controlled. I'm not trying to injure myself. What I'm doing is already dumb enough, so I gotta be smart about being dumb. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, next set. I want to talk a little bit about intra-workout nutrition. As you see, and as you've probably seen in the past, all I carry around with me is this bottle. Usually has water, but sometimes, today being one of those times, has BCAAs. If you want to see what BCAAs I use, check out my supplements video. A lot of people like to use carb powders throughout the workouts, and it has been shown, obviously, the carbs can help with performance. However, you gotta be careful. If you're cutting, you want to keep in mind you want to use those calories up throughout the workout where they're going to get burned very quickly, and you're probably not going to feel very, satisfied by them. In which case, I would recommend when cutting, as I do, have something like BCAAs that have little to no calories. It'll help keep you full and energized. And if your pre-workout nutrition is on point, so in other words, what I told you to do beforehand, then you can get away with BCAAs alone, or even just water sometimes. If it's a longer workout, I would definitely recommend BCAAs. We're doing legs right now, or trying to at least. So yeah, keep that in mind. Also, that's pretty much it. You can have citrulline throughout workouts. People like to do that. Creatine you can have throughout the workout. Creatine doesn't really matter what time though. People like making little concoctions for intra-workout. Personally, I don't really care to. I don't spend the money on it, but also it's a very, very minor difference that it will make, if any at all. Like noticeably, you're not going to see any differences. Maybe in the pump, but the pump is only temporary. It doesn't actually build muscle. So that being said, I'm going to see you back at home for post-workout nutrition. Alright, I'm back home, sipping on some green tea, and saw a little bit of that leg workout. I still have that back injury that I mentioned, and I'm going to talk to you about post-workout nutrition real quick. I just want to say something about that workout. I was obviously cut short. I did do 500 calories of cardio. Cardio is a must, always. You know what? Sometimes, some days, especially when cutting, you're going to feel tired, you're gonna feel weaker, you might have a nagging injury, you might have a ton of excuses ready to go. But now more than ever, you gotta push through and you just gotta get it done, okay, every time. We cut it a little short, but I still got the main compounds done, did everything I could, and that's all you can really do. So hey, I'm happy about that. Crushed a lot of cardio, no problem. Now let me talk to you about post-workout nutrition. I talked to you a little bit about my intra, which isn't much. And by the way, I drink those BCAAs. I'm not done them just yet. Over the course of the day, that'll be done, then I'll refill it. So I always get asked, what's a good post-workout meal, something to eat post-workout? And it's so basic, so simple, but you want high protein, you want high carbs, okay? Fats, that depends. So your post-workout meal is, if you're gonna have it shortly after your workout, that's more optimal, okay? You wanna have the post-workout meal ideally within 2 hours. It's not this 20-minute window. I've covered this in a previous video. Within 2 hours of your workout is when you should get that protein and that carbs in. This is one of those times, unlike in pre-workout, I wouldn't necessarily recommend, sugary carbs. You can have some sugars in here mixed with some healthier carbs, of course. So for example, I already ate it, by the way. I had oatmeal in here. I had an egg, I had egg whites, and I usually have this breakfast on Mondays and Tuesdays. Follow my Instagram, by the way. If you don't, I've got everything there that I do day to day. Meals, how many, how much carbs. It could take you through full days of eating a lot of the time, and just my routine, my schedule. So check that out, very active over there. High protein, I had egg whites and an egg. So I'm trying to keep the calories lower. Of course, if you're cutting, maximize as much protein and carbs as you can while keeping the calories low. That would mean not including much fats. Okay, if you're bulking, that's when you can add a little bit more fats. You can also use that to slow digestion and hold you over for the next meal. After something like today, legs, half-assed or not, we still blasted it. Legs takes a lot out of you, so you're gonna use up the nutrients that you just, like, let's say what I just ate, I'm gonna use them up very quick. Might have been better to use a little bit more fats just to hold me over. But regardless, that's why you gotta have your other meals planned. Check out my last video on meal prepping. No excuse after that video, man. I enjoyed making that video. I think it'll be very helpful. So that's basically it. You want high protein, it could be any source of protein. If you're vegan, you can find sources of protein, tofu, lentils, beans, quinoa, any sort of thing like that works very well for post-workout. You obviously don't want low protein and low carb. Those two are key factors in activating the protein synthesis post-workout, okay? And basically shuttling these nutrients to your muscles as quickly as possible. And that's pretty much it. I hope this video was kind of helpful, just showing you what I do. Very typical Monday morning, Tuesday morning. Always have something ready to go for post-workout. Always, because that's where the recovery's starting, right? Intra-workout is not, it's a little overrated in my opinion. And based on the scientific literature. That's it. I hope this helped. I hope we're all still staying shredded, staying on the cut. I might be injured, but I'm gonna get back to it ASAP, all right? Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching as always. Comment below your thoughts, leave a like, subscribe. I'm on a rant right now. Let's get this money. It's time to start the week off fresh. Hope you all having a good Monday. I'll see you in the next video.